thing on. One time I forgot to turn the broadcast on, so if I ever forget and you guys don't see the live thing, tell me.
Ooh, totally forgot to look for that. Good call. Catch.
Me and Kyle did the one when Kendra wasn't with us, or not this Tuesday, but the previous Thursday, I think, or whatever. Kendra wasn't with us. I totally forgot to broadcast the whole thing. So I had to we talked for like 5 minutes after, and I just posted that and hope it was good. And she gave us the points. So.
Funny. I think sometimes she just doesn't look at it. She just makes sure that we got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if she took all of them and like ding, ding, ding.
But I think there was a few times when she started looking at them, make sure we doing it right.
Yeah.
All right. 4 is T-score 5. It's when group 2 has nothing to do with group.
Yeah, tells you nothing.
Yep.
And then, yeah, and I think now we need the SPS stuff.
So I'm gonna do this differently. It's really weird. I have to pull this up in Excel first, and then copy the stuff into SPSS.
Oh yeah, that's what I had to do.
Yeah,
first.
I don't know why it's doing that.
So, can you get onto the firmware thing or whatever?
Firmware. Yeah, I can get on SPSS. I don't know what firmware is. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. So the firmware is that online thing where SPSS is or whatever.
Oh, the data?
Yeah, the database thing that you link up to, or sorry, not the data tables, but it's how you link to like the BYUI computers or whatever. So, in fact, let me do this.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. So can you guys see?
Whoa, you just got like 50 different versions of your screen.
Yeah, you can see that, yeah. So
it's like one of those forever mirrors.
Yeah. So I don't know. At the beginning of the semester, we were supposed to download this VMware View client thing. And what it does is, I'm not going to exit out of it, but what you'll do, you'll click on it. You'll click on it, and then there will be a deal that'll come up, and you'll say, connect to this computer. It's basically saying connecting you to BYUI, their network. And then what you'll do is you'll type in your username and your password for school, and then it'll link you. It'll bring this up to you. And what you can do is you can get onto, so you can see that I have my computer, and I have all my Google stuff right here. But then I go into VMware, and it's the computer's database, and I can log on to my BYUI account, all my iLearn stuff, and this is where I get my SPSS. This is right here.
It's Dad.
So is that how you get to it, Kyle? Or how do you get SPSS? Did you download it like off the internet, or?
Yeah, I just downloaded it off the internet.
Oh, no way.
What were we? I didn't know we could do it. I thought we had to like buy it and whatnot.
No.
I bought mine.
No. Did you buy yours?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dang.
I just thought it was part of the class.
So maybe what you could do is, because it makes it easier, because what you'll do is you'll come into here, and my computer's pretty slow. So you'll come into here, and then you can open in Excel, or you can open in SPSS. And
So
when you open it,
where do you download this firmware thing?
I think
In the student,
you know where?
Was it in like the introduction folder at the beginning?
Yeah, I think that is. I already had the firmware thing, and so because I think I used it for another class or something like that. But I know you could look through the, if you go into your Math 221B and then you go to, shoot, it's going to be in like the course resources probably. And then I think, you come into here, and I don't know where it's at. I know the first assignment that we did was...
Yeah, part of the first assignment was like to download or go get help if it couldn't, or...
Course information. Technology folder.
One, yeah.
Hangouts, Google, set up SPSS. Maybe that's it.
I just clicked into that, but I don't know.
Oh, so I guess you can purchase it.
Yeah, that's what I did. Or access the firmware.
So let me see if it says it.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can download this firmware.
Is it in here? Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can download it for... Alright, I'm gonna... So yeah, PC. So yeah, try to download it and see if you can do that. Because what it'll do is it'll pull up this data automatically into an SPSS. So it downloaded it straight to this. So now I don't have to copy and paste into SPSS like I was doing before. And for this, I really don't know how to do the commands without opening the folder in SPSS. I don't know how to copy and paste and then set it up to where all the commands work. I don't know. I tried doing it and I couldn't. So
Yeah, the school's computers are like that too. It just goes naturally.
Oh no, it says that we cannot. The page you requested cannot be found. Well, that's no good.
So it's not letting you download it?
No, the download doesn't work on here.
If I were you, Kyle, I would email Sister Cook and say, hey, the download link isn't working, and maybe she can reattach the link or whatever, or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I had troubles too, but I just run on campus, and those computers have it. So.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be nice to be on campus, because then you could just go in and
Right.
go into like the computer tech place, and they could do it for you.
I know it.
Sorry.
Well, I'll figure it out. I'll keep playing with it. I'll mess with it next week. I am too irritated with my computer right now to want to play with it.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay. Alright. Well, I got the SPSS up here. So what do you go to?
Take my ticket back. Blinking, blinking. Hear the bells are tinkling. Oh, we're looking again. Which little pocket did I put it in? A burst of joy each time around, up and down on the merry-o. Oh no, it's slowing down. Not now, merry-o.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
You guys still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, there we go. There it is. Okay, whatever.
So do you go into the independent samples t-test?
Sorry. What was the question? I didn't even hear the question.
Do you have to do the independent samples t-test, or is it something different this time?
Let's see. On SPSS.
Yeah.
So let's see. So the first one, it wants the degrees of freedom. It wants the sample standard deviation for list 2, the test statistic, and the p-value. So I'll go to this, and what we can do is, since we don't need that. Okay, so what should we do first? So we'll do this. So yeah, independence. You guys watch the video, so you go to the independent sample t-test, and then let's see. You guys tell me what we do. We put the dentist bill into the test variable.
Boy, I got two different things in here. Shouldn't it be the 2 sets of data?
Yeah, so there's data set 1 from Idaho Falls down to
The Idaho Falls and Rexburg.
yeah. Yeah, so there's Rexburg and there's Idaho Falls. Okay, so first of all, let's do this. Fight down this baby. You're good, Addie. So first of all, you want to transform. Well, okay. So let's do this. So we'll analyze. This is what you'll do. You'll analyze independent sample t-test. You'll go to dentist bill in the test variable, city in the group variable, define groups. You can say Idaho Falls and Rexburg, but that's going to be more than you'll see anyhow. Continue. We'll push OK, and what happens is, let's see, this is it right here. It says it doesn't work. So what you got to do is you got to come back into here and go transform, automatic recode, and then what you do is you put this here over, and then you just rename it. So I usually just say whatever the name is, city, and then recode with no spaces. If you put a space, it won't let you do it. So add new name, and then what it'll do is it'll do, I don't know why it gives us this, but it'll do group 1, Idaho Falls, and then group 2, Rexburg. So now it's got 2 numbers they can like work with. So Idaho Falls, it can't say that's a group. I don't know why. It just doesn't recognize that as a group. So now if we go analyze.
So you go here and you go to transform. What do you do on transform? Encode.
Okay, so yeah, transform, and then this button right here.
Automatic records.
Recode.
Yeah.
So you click
Recode.
this. Recode.
Oh,
Yeah.
automatic
And then-
recode. Sorry, I didn't read
one
that
down.
right.
Yeah, no, you're good. And you don't need to move this over. Move this, and so this is dentist bill. If you move this one over, then you'll be numbering, like giving every one of these specifically a number. So, but you do the city code, you move it over, give a new name, and then when you come back into here and you go to analyze your independent samples t-test, this in here. What are you? Oh, okay. So yeah, we removed
Right.
this.
So I'm missing this. Sorry.
No, you're good.
The recode. How do you do that? So I get.
Were you able to pull up the file in SPSS?
No. I just
Okay.
had to copy the numbers in there.
Yes. So if you copy the numbers, you don't have Idaho Falls and Rexburg in here. So technically, I guess you could do that, but SPSS has set up this program here, or this data set to fit so that when you command it to do an automatic recode, it knows what you're talking about. If you just have these numbers in here, I don't think you can do an automatic recode. It just doesn't. I just don't think it recognizes it.
Okay.
So basically what it's saying is, what you're doing is you're giving group 1, Idaho Falls, a number, and group 2, Rexburg, a number, That way it recognized Idaho Falls as a group 1 and
We're gonna go
Rexburg as
back
group
out.
2.
Thank you.
It's kind of confusing, but that's why it's great to have firmware, because then you open the file and then
Right.
it opens it right up into SPSS. Because when I try to open it in here on my computer, it doesn't work. I'll go to I'd come in here and I'd try to open one of those files and it won't open for me.
Huh.
But
That's
yeah,
weird.
So.
So if I don't do that, can I still do the independent samples t-test, or?
I really don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could. I think you probably could put Idaho Falls in here. What I don't understand is when we say transfer. Okay, so if we did automatic recode, we're gonna recode this column right here. So yeah, I guess technically you could if you had Idaho Falls in all of the ones that were its data set, and then Rexburg that were for all of Rexburg ones. I don't know. I haven't done it. I really don't want to, but I guess you could try. It just I don't know. I guess you could try. I don't know. Type in Rexburg in all of these and see. I don't know.
But you have to change this.
Because you'll have to figure that out to do the homework assignment, huh?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
You know, I wonder. Nope, that's not what I want. What happens if I just download all of it? So now I've got all the stuff on here. What do we need? The dentist?
Mhm.
That's weird. Some of them just aren't in here.
Like some of the like the data. Like
Yeah, I downloaded all the data on here, and the dentist office bills isn't in here.
That is kind of weird. How would that even happen?
That's a tricky one.
I don't know. Unless they took it out for some reason.
Oh, doctor, I see you've done yourself a sense of humor.
That's not good, because that means that I can't do half of these things on here. So they're not in there.
Let's do this.
All right. Well, let's keep going, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
You mean keep going on with the quiz? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so again, the transfer recode thing is a transform, and then compare means, independent sample t-test. So I'm going to move this one out, and then put my recode one in, and now I can say group 1, define groups. Group 1 is 1, and group 2 is not 32, but 2. So group 1, Idaho Falls, group 2, Rexburg. Continue, and then I'll push OK, and it should bring up my data set with the stuff that I need, like our the first one was the degrees of freedom. So the degrees of freedom, and we don't use the equal variances assumed. we use the equal variance is not assumed. So in this case, 37.996.
For the degrees of freedom?
Mm-hmm.
37.996?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I watched the video about that stuff.
Yeah.
But it helps if you can follow along with it.
Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah, I had to watch it like 3 times to figure out the transform thing and how to analyze it and change stuff and forever. But that's all right. Yeah, once you get it, I think you've pretty much got it locked in because it's just a couple of buttons. You just gotta get it in your head, I guess.
Yeah.
So and then you've got your ends, your means for both, and then your standard deviations, your standard error mean, blah blah. So.
All right. So number 7 is 206.637.
Yep. It was 6.637. So the test statistic is this one. Is that right? Negative 0.434.
Do they have a 0 in front of that or not on?
On here they don't. I always put the 0 in front of it just because it seems like that's how they always give us examples.
Right.
And technically, it's not wrong. So.
I just was wondering what they did.
Yeah.
Okay. So then value.
Oh. So yeah.
That's so irritating.
Where's the?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the p-value would be the half of this, since they say alternative hypothesis is u1 is less than u2.
Okay.
Hey, can you hand me another Kleenex, please? Just whenever you get a chance. Thank you.
There's 2.
Thanks. Okay. So in this case, we would fail to reject a null hypothesis. Is that what you guys think?
Yeah, I would say fail to reject. Because if the p-value is 0.333, then it's failed to reject.
Yeah. It's smaller.
And then if you change the alternative hypothesis, it's just going to go up, so you fail to reject it again.
Yep. So now we've got the...
What's the appropriate alternative hypothesis? U1, U2.
What do you guys think? I was thinking that it's not equal to, but
I said not equal to. I don't, because if it's it just says for themselves a different number of times than freshmen. So it's not saying less than or greater than.
Yeah. Yeah. So that would make sense to me at least.
Sweet.
Okay, so let me, and we'll walk through this again with this data set. So this is freshman dinner, and that way, so again, we'll do the, can you guys see? Sorry?
Yeah, no, it's great.
Okay. So we'll do the automatic recode, and we'll move the freshman. Actually, we don't want to do that. We want to do the state. So the freshman is here. The state is here. We have Utah and Colorado. So we'll move that in. The new name. I just did state recode. And then add new name. And then push OK. And then, yeah, it says we have new name. So now we can go into our analyze. Compare means independent samples t-test. Our test variable is the fact that they're freshmen. And then our state, we want to put in the grouping variable. We'll cancel. Let's see. We want this in there. So let's remove this and put our state recode in there. That's what we want. Define our groups. Our group 1. They say 2, so this one was a little confusing to me because actually, wait a sec. Let's read the question. So the question is, Colorado's our base, right? So Utah would be the one that we're checking it against. So should we have Colorado as test group 1?
That makes sense to me.
Should we do that? So group 1, 1, group 2, 2.
Yeah.
Do you think that's all right, Kyle?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
It's because it seems to me as though the one that you're testing it against.
I don't know that I don't think it should make too much of a difference for a number of different reasons. One, because it's not a dependent thing, and 2, because it's not asking if one's less than or greater than. We're just looking for a difference.
Yeah, so all of these will give us a difference, yeah. That was my other thinking, so I don't know, we should be good.
I think we're fine.
See if we we'll see if we get it wrong yet. So we'll do this, it'll bring up our, so for Colorado, and we need the test statistic, is that what we need?
Yeah.
So negative 0.845. And then our p-value would be, since this is not equal to 0.410.
Okay.
0.410, you said?
0.410. In this case, our level of significance is 0.05, so we should fail to reject.
No, again.
And then I guess we'll see. Yeah, we'll see if. And again, I think we use the equivalent. Equal variance is not assumed. And then it would be our lower limit is negative 5.137, and then the upper would be 2.204.
137.
And 2.204. Yeah. And it doesn't seem like we've had very good luck on the confidence intervals, so I guess we'll have to check and see. If not, we're in big trouble. Because I don't know how we're going to do it if this thing doesn't do it right, but whatever.
I'm kind of stressed about a lot of the school stuff right now.
Yeah. School will do it to you, man. Having to, trying to get good grades and, yeah.
Well, and just when you get one thing, you learn a whole another topic, so it doesn't help.
Yeah. I almost feel like we have to go through it so quickly that I don't learn anything.
Yeah. You know what? This class, I think a lot of this stuff, I'll vaguely remember in the future. Like some classes, it goes in and then it goes out after the test. But this, you do everything over and over, and the tests apparently are cumulative. So I think a lot of this stuff, I bet you I'll I'm hoping semi be able to remember some of it, but
Are you all still there?
Yeah.
My iPad just kicked me off. Sorry.
Oh no.
oh really?
Yeah.
High tech.
Well, you're saying that you thought, what about this class?
It's a key.
I think the information that we do, like this SPSS stuff, I won't completely forget, and I'll vaguely remember how to do some of these things. But we do it like over and over again, so it's easier to remember because we do it over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
Well, the nice thing about this class is that you don't have to work on it a whole lot throughout the week.
yeah.
So that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, how long do you guys usually spend on your
On the
on like the prep work for?
part one, like half hour. If doing all of it, usually.
Well, in the beginning, I was doing like half hour, and now I'm spending like
A little less.
yeah. I think my sister just sent something to a friend of mine.
What?
I think she sent a message to a friend of mine without me knowing.
Oh no.
Ha.
Yeah.
And I think she deleted it. Because my friend just messaged me something, and I don't remember messaging her anything.
Oh no, it's a girl. That's even worse.
Yeah, my sister's been asking me about all of that stuff.
What a sneaky little devil. What a sneaker.
That worries me, what she said.
Call her out on it. Be like, so, how about this?
Yeah, for real.
And she wouldn't let me read what she was saying to other people, even though I let her read all my messages the other day.
Siblings, you gotta love them.
Yeah, sisters. I feel you. Okay, so should I go ahead and turn it in?
Yeah, should we go through them again? Make sure we have the same stuff?
Yeah, let's go through them again. Okay, so the first couple were that. Let's see. Number 3 is A and B.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 is the T-score. Number 5 is knowing which subjects are in Group 1 tells you nothing about which subjects are in Group 2 or will be in Group 2. So 6 is 37.996. 7 is 206.637. What is the test statistic? Is negative 0.434. The p-value is 0.333. 10 is we fail to reject. 11 is fail to reject. 12 is not equal to. 13 is negative 0.845. 0.410 is 14. Fail to reject. The lower limit is negative 5.137, and 17, the upper limit, is 2.204.
Sounds good.
Sounds good? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. So let's see which one we got wrong here. So, is it going to be the confidence interval? Oh, okay, it's this one. The test statistic. Okay, so let's see. This one is for the freshman class. And negative 0.845. Okay, so that's wrong. I wonder if we're supposed to do this one. 8 points. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say.
Fine, that's wrong. I can try it. I'll try the negative 0.7 and see if that's...
Hold on just a sec. Hey, Drew, come here for a second, would you?
Okay.
Okay, so it's asking me the test statistic. You should know this.
You should.
So what is the test statistic? We're doing independent tests. Colorado and Utah, we put in all the data. Don't we use deeper variances, not assume this number? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Did you put the negative?
Yeah. Did I? Did I not put the negative? No, I put the
No, you
negative.
did.
What do you think?
3 decimal points.
Yes.
Did you do it right? Did you put the test value in there?
Oh, that's what we have to do, right? Don't we have to put the?
What is it for? Click on it? Yeah, you do have to put it in there.
You have to put. Let's see. Wait.
I don't remember asking for that.
Wait, we don't know.
SPSS again.
We don't know what it is though.
Yeah, there's not a value or anything.
Yeah, we don't have a test value. This is a good thought, but
I don't know.
that makes sense. Yeah, because in the let's see, a lesson ago or whatever, you had to put the X bar in, right?
Mm.
Or the
Next bar.
stated average or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe what we have to do is come into
Go
here
ahead and put 0.05
where
in the test value. So you have to do it again.
So we gotta do this. So analyze, compare means, independent. So you're saying the test value.
No, there isn't a test value. Never mind.
There's no. So what did we do wrong? Actually, let's see. So we know we got the p-value right. So we got our data is in there right. Should be. Because the p-value is 0.410, and we use that.
That's
So
two-tailed. Is it one-tailed test?
no, this is a
two-tailed.
two-tailed. Yeah, it's two-tailed. So I don't know actually. Huh. What do you
really
guys
weird.
think?
I could calculate it up on the calculator.
Actually, yeah, we could do that. We could try the.
So you've got the means on there, right?
Yeah, let me get the means up here. So the mean difference is there, but
Unless it's not negative.
could that be it? Could it not be negative? That might be it. I don't know.
That might be. Well,
So there's our means. So to do our t-score, we gotta do. How do you do t-score, Drew? I can't remember.
Oh wait. They want. Oh, the test statistic's weird on this one. It says x bar 1 minus x bar 2 minus mu 1 minus mu 2. But what's mu? What's
I think. Do we use the?
that should be x bar.
yeah, mean is X bar.
Yeah, we don't have the.
Unless it's just 0. That's weird.
Yeah, this
Drew, to find the t-score, how do you do it?
T-score. You gotta find the SPSS. You do it through SPSS.
Well, look at your n value right here because one of them's got 10 and one of them's got 12.
There's one.
And the test values that I have on here are the same. They don't have a difference in them. Actually, wait.
10.
Never mind. I don't have that on here. Let me look at this real quick.
So I have Utah is 12, and then Colorado has 10, so that should be right.
Okay. Which one is this one? Is this freshman dinner?
Freshman, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Except for, yeah, that's what I have on here. Okay. Yeah.
You have to have x bar minus the nu over standard deviation divided by the square root of n.
Of n, yeah.
But with it unknown,
You want to go fix that?
it's population.
What are you talking about?
You don't know the
Are you
population.
still working on what
You
she's
can
saying?
find the population. Do you have the equation?
The equation.
To find the number in the sample.
I know how many is in the sample.
You do.
Yeah.
So what do you not know?
So this is independent studies. So like, how do you do that?
And it's
You have to. It's all done on SPSS. So this should be right, because we can only do this on SPSS. I don't think we can find the t-value with our calculators, can we?
Go that way?
Maybe
Because
maybe we'll be, because I've had quizzes before in class where the answer, she's gone back and like, oh whoops, this was wrong, you get credit for it. So that might happen with this quiz.
yeah, because in here we go down, and the only way that we get a t-score is via SPSS.
Yeah.
So yeah, so so our p-value and our t-value all comes from our SPSS, our DF, everything comes from. So I don't know, maybe it is wrong. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know.
I think
I'm
it's
cool with a 94,
Yeah, I think it's a fluke.
but
Yeah, we can't do much about it. Just write her up and say, hey, what, we couldn't figure out that problem. 13.
yeah.
I'm gonna submit it, call it good.
Okay. I'll email her and see what she says here, and then see what she says. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. All right.
Boom, boom, boom.